So welcome to the Razor's Edge.
Thank you, thank you.
First off, to get it out of the way, how are you and how have you coped with the pandemic?
I'm doing great. Honestly, just there's a little bit of hope in the future. I think so. I'm feeling pretty good about that right now. With the vaccine and things in America here are still fucked up, but making a move for the better. I
Yeah,
think. I don't know. I've been dealing with it. We trying to keep busy, last year, just trying to keep busy. I did this Eyehategod record and I did some other projects, just to stay busy and keep my mind off everything.
oh,
So that's about
absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your tour with Napalm Death in Europe last year was probably the last time we saw you, or one of the last tours that came around before the pandemic hit. So did you have an inkling
Right,
of
right.
what was about to happen while you're on that tour?
Well, towards the end, that was like February, beginning of March.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we were starting to read the stuff, everywhere. Obviously, we were checking the news and we were seeing the stuff about this virus. We were keeping tabs on it, but we really didn't think it was going to get like this.
yeah,
Obviously, it was. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, we were keeping tabs on it. There was another tour over there at the same time, like the big metal tour. It was Testament and Death Angel, I think, and
yeah.
those
Exodus.
guys were we were kind of crisscrossing them all over Europe and the UK, and those guys all got COVID like immediately, like early on.
Yeah,
So I guess we were pretty lucky, but as soon as it got really bad, we had to postpone some shows. We did some headlining shows after the Napalm tour,
yeah,
but we didn't get to finish those because we ended up, the lockdown happened and all that.
yeah. And there was a quick escape from the Ukraine or somewhere, wasn't there? I think.
Yeah, yeah, I think we made the right decision. I mean, some people got pissed at us for, because we'd never played Kiev before
Yeah,
in the Ukraine. That was our first time there, and I know some of the kids got pissed, but I mean, it's like pissed off at us, But I mean, I think we made the right decision. It was we couldn't financially or any, everybody has families and stuff. We couldn't have been stuck there, for 30 days or whatever they were
yeah,
saying. It would have been too much. So I
yeah.
think we made the right decision.
Absolutely. So the reason we're really here is to talk about your new album. So to get away from COVID, although COVID, it's hard to get away
Right.
from. So I'm speaking to lots of bands right now who are releasing albums because they couldn't go out on the road last year. Is that the case for you, or was this album always planned?
I mean, we had planned to do an album. It's been 7 years since our last record, so yeah, we were planning to do something sooner or later. We didn't know. We don't really plan ahead that much. We kind of just, as things happen or as the songs are written. We don't like to just put albums out and then just for the hell of it. We kind of wait till we're happy with the songs and kind of make it a special occasion. So yeah, we were planning on releasing something, and it just so happened that they had these 12 songs, and it all kind of came together like after. I mean, first of all, we were gonna take some time off so I could
Yeah,
do the vocals for this thing this year, and I mean last year, sorry, and then the next thing you know, we have to take time off. We're
yeah,
forced into it, so it was a good time to knock those vocals out and get the record going to be released this year.
yeah. So how much did the pandemic affect the whole writing, recording process as a whole? Did you have to change what you normally do to get this in the bag?
Well, that's the thing. I guess I should have said in the other question was that the music was recorded in 2018
Oh wow,
for
okay,
this record. So we had been on tour from 2017 to the beginning of last year. So we actually literally never had the time to go in the studio. I mean, I could have went in the studio and rushed, and done it, because
Yeah.
the most we had off was like 3 weeks in between tours, in those 3 years. So it could have been done, but we wanted to do it right. I wanted to have time to be able to, get it done right.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man, I forgot your exact question, but but yeah, I mean, we definitely wanted to put an album out. We weren't sure like when it would come out though.
Yeah, yeah. So, is there a story behind the title, A History of Nomadic Behaviour?
No, not really, except I mean, it was something that I wrote like a long time ago. Like I wrote that title down, I write in notebooks, and
Yeah.
they got lyrics on my phone and all these things. It was just a cool title that we all agreed would fit the record. And I mean, it does kind of have to do with, it fits in with the fact that we were on tour for 3 years. It kind of goes along with that. But we've always been nomadic, if you say, like our whole time as a band. We've always loved to tour. I think live is where we're the best, so touring is one of our main things, so it kind of fit in with all that.
Yeah, yeah. And you've never been a politically focused band, but there are touches on this record, nods towards the last few years of turmoil. So was it just a case of there's so much shit going on that the subject couldn't be avoided?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of part of it. It also like just kind of happened. Like some of these lyrics weren't written about last year. Some of these lyrics were written way before that. I did change some of the stuff in the studio, to kind of maybe fit the times a little better or something. But yeah, I wasn't trying to like preach or anything. We don't tell stories with our songs, it's all just kind of abstract. It's art, it doesn't have to mean anything, but some of it ended up like meaning, having to do with like what was going on. So, it's more, I think other people are telling me that like, oh, this song's about last year. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess it kind of is when you read the lyrics,
Yeah.
But it was kind of stuff that I had written already,
Yeah. Just you're predicting the future then.
I'm Nostradamus. Nostradamus. Yeah.
So, obviously, you can't get out on tour at the moment off the back of the album. So, was there any talk of delaying the album maybe until all of this is over?
Well, I mean, this is delayed already. I mean, we haven't done an album in 7 years. And we were just ready to get something out.
Yeah.
Like we're not one of those bands that like I said, I think that puts an album out and goes on tour, and then puts an album out and goes on tour. It's kind of like it just happened around this time, and it was time to get it all together and release it. So
yeah, and with the lack of gigs at the moment, I think a lot of bands are taking to social media to interact with their fans more. So what role does social media play for you in keeping your fans interested?
I mean, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good way to connect with the fans. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I like to call them our friends anyway, not our fans. But I'm a fan of music though. So like, when I was growing up, if some band like spoke to me or gave me the time of day, it made you like happy. So. I like to do the same for people. And plus, I mean, I'm just one of them anyway. We're not rock stars or nothing, We like to stay in tune with what's happening. And social media is the best way to do that nowadays. It's just an evolution of how things happen,
Yeah, yeah.
So it's the digital age, and all that.
Yeah. And do you personally get involved in that side of things, or do you have someone do all of that sort of stuff for you?
No, I do it all myself. I mean, we have me and Gary, our bass player, do like 99% of it. We have some people that like run our website and stuff like that, But at our store, we have a merch store, So we have people that do that and help us out. But for the most part, it's just I answer people on there,
Yeah, yeah. So when people are interacting with you online, it is actually you they're interacting with, and not just a face behind the scenes.
Yeah, definitely. It's either me or Gary, our bass player. You know,
Yeah.
we're the ones that are most active with people. I mean, I think people deserve that. You know, I think if they're going to be into your band and they like your music, and they get fanatical about it, you could say that. You know, I think it's cool to talk to them. You know, and just kind of see what's going on. And it's all, like I said before too. We're all the same. You know, so it's just like answering somebody. You know, if somebody asks a question.
Yeah,
it's a cool thing.
It is. It is. So everyone's hoping bands can get back out on the road again soon. But realistically, when do you see Eyehategod playing gigs in front of packed rooms again?
Yeah, packed rooms. That's the question right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think touring's going to be. I mean, I'm not sure exactly, but I think maybe like single shows will start happening in, like, America and Europe and the UK and stuff. But as far as touring goes, and maybe those shows will happen too with a limited crowd, which sucks. I don't want to. I don't want to see that, but I think touring is going to take a little while longer because there's all the logistics with, this. I've heard of this vaccine passport, possibly.
Yeah.
And are they going to, every single border you cross, are they going to, check you? And I'm guessing they are. I can't imagine what they're cooking up. So that might be inconvenient to have that happen, but we'll have to see. I mean, anything to get us back on the road, I'll take it.
Yeah. So when everything does return to normal, what's next for the bands? Do you go back to full on touring, more records maybe? Where do you go from here?
Oh, full on touring for sure. We're not like an album band really. We're more of we're a live band.
Yeah.
We've put out our albums and stuff, but it takes us a while. We're kind of unorganized as human beings. So trying to get us all on the same page is it's easier on a tour than it is in the studio. So we'll see what happens though. We've got some ideas for future recordings. We're just it all starts with an idea. So we're just talking about some stuff in the future, but I'm hoping we get back on the road first.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just wanted to thank you for your time today.
Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot, man.